Hello dear students, today I will discuss about linear programming chapter. I will continue this. Okay, so yesterday or previous class we have seen some questions from exercise 12.1. Okay, now the linear programming. Actually, linear programming is very important because they are used in different fields. Just like different type of linear programming problems are there: manufacturing problem, diet problem, and transportation problem. Manufacturing problem means in that case we determine the number of units which should be produced by a farm and sell to get maximum profit. Okay, and such that the product are requiring the how much labor hour, machine hour, manpower, etc. are involved there. Just we are determining to maximizing or maximizing profit or minimizing cost of the product. Just a number of how many units should be produced so that the maximum profit can be get and cost may be minimized, just like this in the manufacturing problem in a factory company. It is okay. Diet problem means just making a diet in such a way that it contains the constituents nutrients in a proper way, and for a minimum requirement of constituents and nutrients, the diet should be useful, and the mixture, the cost of the mixture should be minimum. For we have to find the different kinds of constituents and nutrients should be included in diet so that the cost of the mixture should be minimum. Okay, and in such a way that the minimum requirement of nutrients and constituents should be present in the diet. Okay, so minimizing the cost of the mixture, that is the diet problem. Similarly, transportation problem, we have to find transportation process, how can the transport from one place to another place, such that the cheapest way in which we can transport the material from one place to another place. We can find the transportation schedule, the cheapest way. Okay, so this type of problems can be solved by linear programming problem. Okay, so here just one by one, diet problem, manufacturing problem, and transportation problem. So this different type of problems we have to discuss about questions from this type of problems. Okay, first of all, just you have to complete also the examples. Examples are very important also. Okay, just we take some questions from exercise 12.2. That's the first question, that is the diet problem. Okay, so here in this year, just in the syllabus, formulation is not is of your syllabus, but formation is very important also. Very simple, just the information given in the questions, you have to mathematically formulate the problem. just like minimize, maximize, the required just cost function, profit function, subject to the constant this, and just we can solve it by graphical method. Okay, so here just question 1, 12.2, question 1, solution. Just read the question very carefully. Okay, so here 12.2, Reshma wishes to mix two type of food P and Q in such a way that the vitamin contents of the mixture contains at least 8 units of vitamin A and 11 units of vitamin B. This is the requirement, at least. Okay, and food P costs 60 per rupees 60 per kg and food Q costs 80 per kg. Food P contains, this is the cost. Okay, cost is given, two types of foods. Okay, want to mix this food and make a diet. For that, cost of food are given, and also at least mixture contains at least minimum requirement is given, and here food P contains 3 units per kg, 3 units per kg of vitamin A and 5 units per kg of vitamin B, while the same thing for the food Q contains 4 units per kg vitamin A and 2 units per kg of vitamin B. Determine the minimum cost of the mixture. Cost should be minimum. We have to determine the minimum cost of the mixture. Okay, so first of all we have to formulate, that is formulation of linear programming problem as a mathematically. Okay, for that here just mixture contains, we have to, Reshma want to mix two types of food. So how many quantity of food P and food Q are required? So we have to just mathematical formulation for that. Suppose X kg of food P and Y kg of food Q are required. So let the mixture contains, we have to mix two food, the X kg of P food and X kg of Q food. Okay, so you can write, let the mixture contains X kg of food P and Y kg of food Q. Then here non-negativity condition, because X kg Y kg should be something, na? So X greater than 0, Y greater than 0 we can suppose. Now in the questions here, what all the things, the information given in the question, just we understand now. Okay, two types of foods, P and Q, and X kg of food P and Y kg of food Q are required. Suppose mixture contains like this. Okay, X kg of food P and Y kg of food Q are required. Okay, now X is greater than 0, Y is greater than 0, because must be something, na? Okay, then the information given in the questions can be written in a table. That's why we can understand better. So just make the information given in question can be tabulated as follows. Just you have to always write like this, okay? So just make a table. Vitamin A and vitamin B. So here just write vitamin A, vitamin A, and vitamin B also. B. Okay, and it contains what? Unit per kg. This is units per kg. Per kg, vitamin C contains 3 units, 2 units, 4 units, like this. Units per kg. Similarly, here also unit per kg. In food, P and Q, and cost is also given, so you can write also cost. Cost. Rupees per kg. You can write just like this. Per kg cost. And here food P and food Q. And also there is given what requirement is given. This is food P. This is food Q. And also one thing is given, requirement. At least requirement is also given there, na? So you can make table just like this. Requirement. Requirement at least or at most, just like this. It is also unit per kg. Units per kg. So you can make table. From table you can write the constants very easy. Okay. So food P contains vitamin A, vitamin B. How many contains are there? So here just like food P contains 3 units per kg, and food Q vitamin A and 5 units vitamin B. So 3 and 5. So you can write 3 and 5. 3 units per kg of vitamin A food P contains. 5 units per kg of vitamin B P contains. Similarly, Q contains what? The food Q contains 4 units and 2 units. So here we can write 4 and here we can write 2. So it can be tabularized because tabulation from here we can write constants very easy. So you have to make table. The given information given in the question can be tabulated like this. And here list requirement of vitamin A 8 units and vitamin B 11 units. 11 units. And cost is also given, cost 60 per kg food P. So 60 food P 60 rupees per kg. Similarly 80 rupees per kg food Q cost. So we can tabularize like this. Clear? Now, in the question it is given that the mixture must contain at least, since the mixture must contain, since the mixture must contain at least, requirement is given, at least how many? 8 units. 8 units of 8 units of vitamin A and 11 units of vitamin B. 11 units of vitamin B must contain at least means greater than equal. Something is greater than equal. 5 means at least 5. Okay, so here greater than. Therefore, the constraints are okay, we can write constraints. Clear na? Constraints now. X kg food plus 3 units, so 3 into x, 4 into y kg food cube, so 3x plus 4y is greater than equal 8 according to the question. Okay, so 3x plus 4y is greater than equal 8 at least. So constants x kg, y kg, so 3 into x vitamin A at least 8, so 3x plus 4y is greater than equal 8. 3x plus 4y is greater than equal 8. And second, similarly this 5x plus 2y is greater than equal 11. 5x plus 2y is greater than equal 11. And also x is greater than equal 0, y is greater than equal 0. These are the constants. Okay, now the total cost. The cost we have to minimize, determine the minimum cost of the mixture. So minimize the cost function. What will be the cost function? This is cost of x kg. So 60 into x, cost of x kg, 60x per kg this rate. So y kg. So here x kg and y kg. So y into 80, the 60x plus 80y total cost. So the cost of the purchasing, and here the also the cost of purchase of food, purchasing, you can write purchasing of food is z equals to 60x plus 80y. Okay, cost function is denoted by z, objective function. Or clear? So now we have to minimize this. Therefore, thus the mathematical formulation of the given problem is minimize z equals to 60x plus 80y subject to the constraints subject to the constraints what? This 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y is greater than or equal 8, and 5x plus 2y is greater than equal 11, x greater than equal 0, y greater than equal 0. This is the formulation of the given question. Clear? So if we prepare this type of table, then we can get easily the inequations. Okay. So just read the questions 2-3 times very seriously and then prepare the table. What will be the tabulation, and from this table what is the requirement, or what is the material is there, what type of contents are given, cost or requirement, just write, and from this you can write the constants as according as the question. Okay, this should be minimum, so the minima is this subject to the constant this. Now to determine the minimum cost of the mixture, we have to solve this by graphically. That is the linear programming problem. Solving linear programming problem by corner method. Okay, so for this solving this LPP, this LPP linear programming problem. So solving this LPP, we have to draw graph and find corner points and find the value at that points of the cost function and see which is maximum or which is minimum. Clear? Now, the feasible region determined by the constraints, by the system of constraints are feasible region are not is. Okay. The feasible region determined by the system of constraints is as follows. Just your writing should be in this way. Okay. Now just draw the graph. You can do in rough work what will be the calculation for finding the intersection point of the line and which side which half plane should be in our feasible region. Okay, so here just draw. Drawing is very important because this gives, you can draw this in the graph paper also. So if one of the questions is asked in question exam and of 6 marks or 4 marks, then you can ask for the graph paper and you should do it in graph paper. That will be very better. Okay, so just here I will draw this. By taking x-axis. Okay, so here we can draw like up to this because generally drawing is in the first quadrant. Okay, so this is y-axis. You can also write up to like this because our main work should be here. So we can draw minimum size just like this. Okay, y dash, this is x dash, this is our origin point. Clear? X axis, y axis. Now for drawing, what is the method? We know from our previous class, just by taking here equals and here greater than equal, less than equal, so we should draw the straight line, bold straight line. non-dotted. If it's strict, then dotted line. So here just taking this and taking this, that's the straight line. So just see, here 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. For drawing this, we can write how? Just x just divide by, because right hand side just we know x by a plus y by b equals to 1. By this technique we can find 2 points. Okay, so here x by 8 by 3 plus y by 8 by 4. 8 by 4 means what? 2 equals to 1. It can be written like this. So point is what? 8 by 3, 0 and 0, 2. This is our point. Similarly for second line. First line can be drawn. First line can draw. Suppose this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just take a scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here 8 by 3 means 2 point something. 2 point something. Okay. 8 by 3. 2 point 2 and half, just like 2 and half. So here we can write clear point. This is point what? Just draw the point and 0. Just very clear 0 doing this. Okay, 0. This is our straight line. Three x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y is equals to 8. This line is drawn. Similarly, like second, 5x plus 2y. Similarly, 5x plus 2y is equals to 11. Take and write x by 11 by 5 plus y 11 by 2 equals to 1. So here it is clear also that 11 by 5 and 0 are here 0, 11 by 2. So very clear that 11 by 5 means 2.2, just like 2.2. So we can write here. Just take a scale in such a way that the diagram should be very clear. And 0, 11 by 2. 11 by 2 means 5.5. So 4 and then just for drawing this, five, 6, y-axis is this. So 5.5, that means here and here the point. So we have to draw line joining these two. Okay, so just like this. This line, this is 6. Clear? So this is line 5x plus 2y equals to 11. Just you have to draw this line. Okay. Now, which side, because one line divides plane into half plane. Which line, which plane, which half plane contains our physical region? So here, by this inequality, we see that origin does not satisfy this, because we take any of the point for either side. So here, for this line, that is this line, 0, 0 means 0, 0 greater than equal 8, wrong. That is, origin does not satisfy this inequation. So, for this line, solution side will be this side. So, you can just make mark like this. Means in this side or physical region line. And also for this second, origin does not satisfy. For this also, the solution side is in this side. Okay? Means on this side. That is our solution region is this side. Just shaded even this side. Okay, you have to shade it. Just I am dotted here, but you have to shade it this side here. So this is the our shaded, this shaded region. Also here see that. Why we not take like this? Because x is greater than equal to 0, y is greater than equal. That means x is greater than 0 means this side, and y is greater than 0 means this side. So x is greater than 0, that means from this side, y is greater than 0, that means always in first quadrant. Always in first quadrant. Because x is greater than equal to this side, y is greater than equal to 0, then on this side. So here now there is no boundary. There is no boundary of this region. That is unbounded region. It is unbounded region. So this side is our feasible region. Okay. Feasible region. And this region is unbounded region. Okay. It can be seen that the feasible region is unbounded. Unbounded region. Okay? For unbounded region, there is another process for getting maximum or minimum value. Here we have to minimize the cost, that is value of z. For that we use corner points. So we will require the corner points of this shaded part, feasible region. So one corner point is this, another is the intersection of this, one is this. So this is A, suppose this is B, this is C. This is C. Just write this is C. C, this is A, this is B. Or this thing, 2 point, we know this point is what? C. C is what? 0, 11 by 2. We know. C. And A is also at the first time what? 8 by 3, 0. This is 8 by 3, 0. 8 by 3, 0. And B, just we have to find B. How can we find B? If you prepare this diagram in graph paper, you can read from graph, or just solving this to line intersection point. Solving this to line, just solve this. 3x plus 4y equals to 8 and 5x plus 2y equals to 11. Just from here we can see that 4y, 2y, 4y, 2y. So just multiply it by 2. Then what will be the equation? 10x plus 4y equals to 22. So now we can subtract this from this. So 10 minus 3 is 7x, and this cancel, and 22 minus this 6, 14. So x equals to 2. X equals to 2. If x equals to 2, then 6 minus from here. So 2, y equals to 1 by 2. 2 1 by 2. So this is point is 2 1 by 2. So 2 1 by 2. This is the point. So these three corner points are there. Now we have to find using corner points for solving, because feasible is LPP are generally we are solving by one point method, using corner point methods. So the corner points are A, what? 8 by 3, 0. B, what? 2 1 by 2. C, 0, 11 by 2. These are the method points. So the values of z or cost function, values of z are z at these corner points are as follows, not given by, are as follows, are as follows. Just make table okay for value what? Corner point and z equals to 60x plus 80y. Clear? Z equal to this. So corner points is what? A, 8 by 3, 0, and B, 2 1 by 2. C, 0, 11 by 2. That is xy. Just put the value of xy. 60 into y by 3 plus 80 into 0. So 60 into 8 by 3 means 160. We can get the value 160. Okay, this is 160. And here just put 2 1 by 2. So here 2 means 120 and 40, 160. It is also 160. And here this is 0 and 11 by 2, 40 means 440. 440. Here 440. So these are the points. And these are the values at these points. Here minimum value. What? Both are same. We have to minimize now. So this 160 maybe here also. This 2 point gives same value. That's if this is me now, since the region is unbounded. So the 160 may or may not be minimum value. For testing this, we have to draw the graph for the inequality what? Z less than 160. And we have to check whether the open half for this inequality there is any common point with feasible region or not. If not, then this will be minimum value. Okay. So for that, we have to write here just this diagram. So draw, first of all draw, and then we have to write, okay, by omitting it. Now for drawing, what we have to draw? Just Z less than 160. Z less than 160 means this 60x plus 80y is less than 160, less than dotted line. So 60, 80, 0, 0 cancel, 6, 6, 2, 2 by dividing 2. So this 20. So 23x plus 4y is less than 8. 3x plus 4y is less than 8. That 3x plus 4y is equal to 8. That's same line. So line is this. This is the same line. Okay. You can draw it as dotted line. Dotted line. This is the same line. And for this inequality, open half plane should be what? Origin, whether it is satisfied by origin, 0 plus 0 less than 8, right? So its solution will be in this side. That is this side. This side, this side. That is no common point have. So this is minimum value. Minimum value is this. Okay. So for writing, you have to write like this. First, when if unbounded region, then for minimizing this, cost function, main function, objective function less than 160. Just draw the reason for this inequality, Z less than 160. This is the region. This region has no common point with feasible region. So this is minimum. If have some common point, then minimum does not exist. So here we have to write for this just like this. What we have to write? As the feasible region is unbounded, as the feasible region is unbounded, therefore (160) may or may not be the minimum value of Z. Clear? For this, we have to draw the graph of the inequality z less than 6, 160. Z less than 160. The value z means our auxiliary function, that is 60x plus 80y is less than 160. That is, we can write what? 3x plus 4y is less than 8. Same as this per equation. Okay? And we have to check whether the open half plane for this inequality has points in common with the feasible region or not. This is our process for unbounded case. Just after this line, from graph, it can be seen that feasible region has no common point with this. Feasible region has no common point, that feasible region has no common point with 3x plus 4y is less than 8. With this, no common point. Therefore, the minimum cost of the mixture, that is 160 will be minimum value. The minimum cost of the mixture will be rupees 160. Of the mixture will be rupees 160 at all points of the line segment joining the points A and B, because in these 2 points, so A and B, joining the points A 8/3 0 and B 2 1/2 at each point, because these 2 points give same value, so at all these points minimum value we can get. Okay, so this is the process of finding the solution. This was a direct problem. Okay, and full writing technique is like this question. Okay, so you have to write for all questions in this way and draw the diagram. If unwanted, then this case. If not unwanted, then just you can read the maximum value, minimum value from the corner points. Okay. So the 12.2 exercise. From the 12.2 exercise, just we take now only question 1. So there are 2-3 direct problems. Just question. Second question. You can also see second question. Is also right problem because one kind of just take see the question second. Okay, the previous question was the first question. The one kind of cake requires 200 gram flour and 25 gram of fat. Okay, and another kind of cake requires 100 gram flour and 50 gram fat. Flour and fat. We make the table. And here cake 1, cake 2, and find the maximum number of cakes. How many cakes can we make, which can be made from 5 kg of flour and 1 kg of fat, assuming that there is no shortage of the other ingredients using in the making of cakes. So just make how many cakes are there, na? So suppose 2 types of cake are there. Suppose one type is X and another type is Y. Number of cakes. Okay. So here just we can prepare the table. You have to write all the things in detail. Just you can make the table. How? For getting our constraints, just like this. Suppose we write flour, gram, in gram, this is in gram, and fat in gram, and is first kind cake of first kind. Okay, suppose X cake of first kind and cake of second kind. Cakes of first kind, how many cakes? X. Cakes of second count, how many cakes? Y. Suppose. Then X greater than 0, Y greater than equal 0. Okay. And flour. For the first cake and second cake, first cake 225. So this is 200, this is 25. Okay. And for the second cake, 150. 150. And what is given? The maximum limit is given here. Okay. What? Find the maximum number of cakes which can be made from 5 kg of flour and 1 kg of availability. You can also add with this table available. How many flour available? How many fat available? This is gram in gram, and here 5 kg. 5 kg in gram means 5,000. Just convert it in gram. 5,000, and here 1 kg means 1,000. These are in the gram. In question it is given in kg. So availability. Availability. We can write like this. How many available? This is the maximum value. Okay, then less than. Just we can write our constants from here. Clear? How can we write this? X, Y, 200x plus 100y is less than or equal to 5000. 200x plus 100y is less than or equal to 5000. Then this into x plus this into y is less than or equal to 500. This into x plus this into y is less than or equal to 1000. So here it gives what? Just 0, 0 cancel, so 2x plus y is less than or equal to 50. This is our first constants. Similarly, second, 25x plus 50y is less than or equal to 1000. So it can be written what? X plus 2y. Yeah, just divide by 25. So x plus 2y is less than or equal to what? 40. 25. Clear? So this is first one. Second. And our x is also greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0. So this first, second, third. Constants are these. Constants. And z is what? Z will be what? How many k's? X plus y. Number of x. K x, number of y. We have to find what? Find the maximum number of k. So number of k's are x plus y. So z equals to x plus y. This is objective function. Okay, this is objective function. So what? Our formulation. So LPP. What is LPP? Maximize z equals to subject to constant. To x plus y is less than or equal to 50, x plus 2y is less than or equal to 40, x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0. So this is our formulation. Now you can draw graph and can find the value of maximum value. Okay, so just do it and you can draw the graph. Okay, similarly the question 9 from 12.12 exercise, question 9 is that problem. So you have to do, complete it, and also question 9 you have to do from yourself and send me a PDF file for your attendance. Okay.